Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review for you guys. So the movie I'm reviewing today is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. So this movie was released on September 9th, 2005. It was directed by Scott Derrickson, and it stars Laura Linney as Aaron Bruner, Tom Wilkinson as Father Richard Moore, and Jennifer Carpenter as Emily Rose. This movie had a budget of $19 million, and at the box office it made $144.2 million, so it did pretty good. And so this is actually based off of a true story, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so let's get into what this movie is about. And this is a super interesting movie, both from a moral and a ethical perspective in my mind, so I'll talk about that a little bit as we go forward. Let's get into what this movie is about. So this is really kind of like two movies put together. So we have our main, I would say we have our main story, which is a courtroom drama. And it revolves around Father Richard Moore, who is a Catholic. He's charged with negligent homicide of Emily Rose. Their prosecutors are saying that it's his fault that Emily Rose died. And so we're basically going through, Laura Linney plays Aaron Bruner, who is his defense attorney. And so we have that side. And as the story of the court is progressing, we're seeing this story like a dramatized version of this story, but it's like the real version where Jennifer Carpenter is playing Emily Rose, and we're seeing what happens as this trial progresses. So as Emily's story keeps getting told in court, we're seeing Emily's story play out as like another part of this movie. And I think that it's really cool. I've always really enjoyed this movie, and there is some super disturbing scenes in this movie. So that's a pretty good synopsis, I would say, and it goes up to the point where she has an exorcism. It doesn't really work, and then we find out that she dies. And so let's now talk about what I liked about this movie. I think hands down, the acting in this movie is great. We have Laura Linney and Tom Wilkinson, who are great in their courtroom drama, but then the star of this movie really is Jennifer Carpenter, who's playing Emily Rose, and she is so good. She commits to this role. She's not one of those actresses that are afraid to look bad or look like a fool. And it made her performance so much better. And there are some truly disturbing things. Jennifer Carpenter can contort her face in a way that literally you believe that she is possessed. And I don't think they really used any CGI in this movie, which is crazy. You know, I would say, as for things that I did not particularly like, it might have been just a touch too long, but I think that this movie does enough to make it worth it. But it is almost 2 hours long, so it's kind of a little longer than what would be comfortable for somebody to watch. So that is it for this movie review. Let's now talk about what other people thought of this movie. On Letterboxd, it has a 3 out of 5. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 44% critic score and a 60% audience score. And that's kind of low. I think I gave this a 4 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd, so I definitely really enjoyed this movie. Definitely has a soft space in my heart for this movie. I definitely adore it. So that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Let me know what you think about The Exorcism of Emily Rose, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, and all of that stuff. And thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.